Now you can search for new episodes by subject matter at londonreal.tv. Brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform we use at London Real. You came out, you did Bullet Boy, and I think you made a conscious decision that you didn't want to be the gangster guy. You didn't want to get typecast as, the dealer and the guy in the, doing the violence and stuff. So you stayed away from that for a while. But then obviously Top Boy, you're kind of jumping back into it. And I was just wondering why you decided to do that. Was it enough time? And then was it the script that made you want to do, that project? And did you know it was going to be big?
Yeah, well, it was. You never know it's going to be big.
You never know, right?
But I had a sneaky suspicion. What it was with Top Boy, the appeal was, let me do it in all night. The appeal was, I got a lot of scripts like that land on my desk.
Television and movies?
Television and movies, yeah. And after Bullet Boy and a few other things, I made a conscious decision with my agent. I was like, nah, we've got to stop doing this because this is all I'm going to be doing. So
are you getting bored with it as well?
Yeah, it was getting quite boring. I wanted to act, man. I wanted to, I wanted them to throw roles at me. I wanted them to say, be gay in this. Maybe I might have said no, but I wanted to be offered that stuff. I wanted to get what everyone else was.
Like the West End, you want to be able to be everything. Okay.
Exactly. I hadn't started doing that playing that sort of role all the time. I'd played loads of different roles on stage and whatever. I'd done different actors. So I wanted to continue. So yeah, we made a conscious decision not to do it, and we kind of started going after other things. But Top Boy came in, and when I read it, I just thought, wow, like I've not seen it done like this. Obviously, at that time as well, I'd just been watching The Wire.
Okay, right.
So people just put me on to it.
It had been out for a while, but you probably started watching it.
Personally, I was late. Yeah, I hate to do the rush thing. Like, when everyone else is, The Wire. I kind of go, whatever.
Right.
Like, I know everyone's chatting crap, everyone's talking about it. Like 50 Shades of Grey, it's just like,
stay away.
I'm not reading it then if everyone else is reading it. But then one night, this is actually when I'm... but way before that, when I was staying at my mum's, and my stepdad had a box set, so I just threw it on. Didn't leave for like 3 days. Dangerous. Yeah, dangerous. I just sat there for like 3 days, like thinking, why we got something like this? And then Top Boy came, and I was like, this is what God's just answered my prayers.
Why did you like The Wire?
I liked it because it was raw. I liked it because it kind of exposed a lot of truths on different sides of the fence, to speak, like what's happening on the streets, how the police are dealing with it, how they're dealing with it, the social workers, these person, that person, the crackheads, the you know what I mean?
The schools.
It's how it affects a community. And it was real. And you had some really raw moments in there as well, where you just think, wow, is that shit on TV? Right. Sort of thing.
And it was almost non-conclusive. Like the episode would end and you'd be like, you didn't give me a nice packaged ending. You just let me sit there and think about that for a while.
Yeah, it lets you, just let it simmer. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's your own perception, but also as well, it's just about the whole, what I liked was that they were organised. This was organised crime. I think black people get, not that crime is a good thing to be doing for anyone, right? Any race, wherever you come from. But I think black people get the raw end of the stick when it comes to the fact that people don't believe that they can be organised in their crime. You see what I'm saying? Right, I've known for many years about organised crime in the UK, in London. I've maybe got friends and people that are involved in it. So I understand that we're not just like, we don't just go out and go bang, 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 and shoot people and, deal drugs on the side of the street like idiots and, you know what I mean, do stupid things. Like this was a black mafia.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It was stylish. It was classy.
Did you see American Gangster with Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
Because that was like, oh my gosh, there's black gangsters in the world. Yeah. And everyone was like, oh, what a big surprise.
Yeah, it's like, what did you think?
Which seems kind of silly in retrospect.
It does. It just feels like, come on, man. So, you didn't think one black man in the world was clued up enough to cut out the middleman and fly to Taiwan or wherever himself and buy drugs, or I don't know. But there's a lot of that that's going on. So I just love the fact that it exposed that sort of, that this was an organization. Like there was a hierarchy, there was certain things that you had to abide by and rules and laws. And we have that over here and on a smaller scale, mind, but we have that over here in the UK. And that's what Top Boy showed to me, you know, and the best thing about it was that your main guy in the thing, in the show, you know, is the worst character ever, but you love him.
Worst how?
Meaning, I mean, the stuff he's doing, you know, Duchesne, he's a manipulative person. He knows how to manipulate the people around him. I think the best drug dealers do become that person in the end, because they don't, what their whole life is spent not having to be around something that is generating them so much money, is minimizing the risk from day one. You know, they start off on the street, but the aim is to be nowhere near it, but have other people doing what they're doing. So that was Duchesne's kind of thing. But in order to do that, you have to break eggs. Do you know what I mean? You have to, people have to die and have to do this and whatever. And initially in series 1, his whole thing is we can have a world, we can have a drug game where people don't have to shoot each other all the time.
He's an idealist.
Yeah, like this doesn't have to be this way, bro. You don't have to chop people's hands off. You don't have to do this. But his partner is like, you're dumb. That's the only way. It's all about making people scared of you, bruv. Like, you have to. And they're fighting that balance. But he's so against it. But when the chips are down, he's happy to give the order.
We take real pride in our websites and who we work with on the show, and those are the guys at Squarespace. They've been running our website londonreal.tv and our siliconreal.com for over a year now, and they are an all-in-one platform to make it fast and easy to build your own professional website or portfolio. These guys have the tech down. It's drag and drop. It is easy. I used to run a WordPress site, and I used to have to FTP audio files and all this nonsense. And now when you see these blogs that I write every week where I talk to you about my personal impressions of the guests, I literally just bust those out, drop the picture in, boom, and it's done.